Morning, everyone. I was watching the on Netflix. They've done a pre-fight thing for a bit like they've done like a bit of like 24/7 series, and they've done the sort of the gloves are off with some dude draped in gold. He was alright actually though, but they've done it with Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, and they've done it with. Sorry, I'm trying to navigate out of a fucking car park. And they've done it with Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. And what was just so fucking great to see was the amount of respect between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. The amount of respect they were showing to each other. They you can actually tell they sort of genuinely like each other. And the first fight was one of the best fights I've ever seen in 40 odd years, 35 years. For me, I thought the whole event was amazing. The fight was amazing. Katie Taylor's ring entrance was amazing. So, in terms of this rematch, I am super excited. Cannot wait. Interestingly, in the sort of gloves are off bit, Amanda Serrano said that in negotiations for the second fight, she was present at the negotiations via sort of video link, almost like a Zoom call. And they were asking for 12 threes. And Katie Taylor's management team in negotiations sort of flatly refused that. And Amanda sort of said that to Katie, and Katie said, look, I had no idea. All I just signed the contract when they passed it to me. But I'd happily do 12 threes. And they sort of said, well, all right, let's do a third one and make that 12 threes. And they shook on it. They shook on a trilogy doing 12 threes. And Katie Taylor went on to say that, 3-minute rounds would favour me better anyway, being a boxer. And that's kind of true, although it can favour you, depending on which way you look at it, depending on in the manner in which the rounds unfold. And then the interviewer guy said to Katie, if you win a second one, is there any sort of point, or is there any benefit or anything to gain for you having a third fight, already having two? And Katie Taylor said, the only reason I'd do it is because it's against Amanda. And again, that sort of said how much respect they got for each other. Obviously, she probably knows that again, that draws a huge crowd and it's a huge fight. But yeah, so she agreed on a third, no matter what the outcome would be. She agreed that she would happily do 12 threes, but was said she wasn't sort of made aware. Don't know how true that is, but in terms of who I think will win, you just want, like, Katie Taylor's had so many hard fights, so many wars. You do wonder how many times she can do that again. And the first one was so very close. I think she did steal it down the stretch. I agree that she won, but again, it's kind of one of those that you could sort of go on what you liked. But I thought Katie did win. She justified the result. But it was close, and she was pushed, and there was a couple of rounds in that first fight alone that, had they been 3-minute rounds, I don't think she'd have seen the end of the rounds. Of course, this all happens on the undercard to Tyson Paul. I was listening to Simon Jordan this morning, actually, and he was saying that Tyson is just obviously doing it for the money, which of course he's doing it for the money. But for me, it's more if you've been a fighter, or you're not a fighter anymore, that's a fucking horrible place to be in your head, in your mind. And I think it's more a case of the fact that Mike gets to be Mike again, not the ex-retired Mike Tyson. But Jordan was kind of indicating that he didn't have no money. Now, there's a fantastic interview with Andre Ward and Mike Tyson. Just YouTube it. Andre Ward, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is such a philosopher and has seen every facet of the human condition and life. Coming from the street, coming from the background, and then being king of the world with all the money in the world. He now actually lives next to Don King, he was explaining, in a very affluent area. Because he makes a joke saying Don King thought he'd end up on the street. And Don King thought he would sort of bankrupt Mike. And then Mike bought a house next to Don King, which he still has. But there are so many fantastic bits of true life philosophy that Mike talks in this interview. Mike Tyson talks to Andre Ward. Go check it out. I'm not even going to try and go over some of the quotes or anything because I'll never do it justice. But if you're a fan, which of course you are, you'll be following boxing channels if you're not a fan, go and check that out. Mike Tyson talking to Andre Ward. Bit of a joy. If you haven't missed that, go and watch. If you're going to watch any boxing content this week, dig that out and watch that. We're going to talk about the fight. We all know what we think of the fight, don't we? But Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano 2. If that's anywhere near the first one, you are in for an absolute fucking treat, and I, for one, can't wait. I remember the days of Christy Martin and Jane Couch. So, you know, the women's game's been around a long time. If you're as old as me, you can remember those fighters like that. Christy Martin has got a fantastically tragic story. There's a great documentary about Christy Martin's life, the coal miner's daughter. But yeah, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano too. Fucking take my money. Can't wait. Check out Andre Ward's interview with Mike Tyson. Go and do it. Anyway, see you all soon.